Welcome back. It is Friday, July 19th, and the MLB. Our four best bets are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. We are finally back after the All-Star break. We had some good time relaxing. Records down at the bottom of the screen. No picks to recap, though we did go, 1-2 on Sunday. We know it's been a bad start to the season, and we're going to have to turn things around. That starts today with a winning day and a great post-All-Star break record. And if you don't believe us, well, last year, if you were to just look how our picks did, actually at the end of July, we were only at +4 units, and we managed to turn in a 31-unit season. Hopefully we can duplicate that. Obviously, we have some work to do, but we've done it before. We had a great post-All-Star break last year. We've done it for years past. Hopefully we can have a great start to the year. As always, it is Austin, joined by Logan. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful All-Star break, did some fun things. I know personally, I played a little golf with my dad, just kind of hung out, posted some second channel videos, which if you want to go check those out, I'll link them down below in the description. But let's get into the picks, and we're going to start with the parlay of the day on Odds Checker. Only one of them this week because we do them every Monday through Friday. This one's going to be a little bit different, though. I don't know if it's going to be two hitters. We haven't necessarily cooked it up just yet. We're going to do that after the video. We have another parlay. Chasing for some plus value here. I'm going to look for two props that I like. Now, they might be hit props. They might be maybe an outs prop, maybe an earned runs prop. Might be a little bit juiced for maybe playing one unit on it, individually, but we can pair two together, kind of like what we did with Logan Gilbert and Max Scherzer just, about a week ago. Hey, I'll take a plus 130, 140 winner. So check that out. Tap link and pin comment in description. You can find it there. Hopefully the parlay of the day gets back on a heater because the hit parlays have been a little bit weird. And also it's the first day post All-Star break. Who knows how the bats are looking in this first game back? And that kind of segues into my first pick, which is going to be an under in earned runs. It's a guy by the name of Gavin Stone. Now you're going to have to wait late night for this one, as we're going out to LA as the Dodgers take on the Red Sox at 10 p.m. Eastern start. Hopefully Gavin Stone can tuck us in with a nice winner to close off the night because he's probably our last pick that goes off. Now, Gavin Stone this year has been pretty solid for the Dodgers, and he's pretty much one of their only healthy pitchers right now. So I don't expect them to give him a super long leash, especially first game back from the All-Star break. But like I said, Stone, if you look at him, it's been pretty solid. 3.26 ERA and a 1.23 whip on the year. It's coming off two starts in July that didn't look too good. 4 earned runs to the Diamondbacks, a team that has had his number, and then 4 earned runs allowed to the Phillies. He gave up 2 early, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. The second 2 came in the 5th inning, his final inning of work, only made it 4 2/3. Couple infield singles nuked him there. I believe we had Trey Turner bases in that game, and Trey was one of those infield singles, which is just tough. But I really expect him to lock things in here against the Red Sox team that we've talked about. Has been really good, but post All-Star break, how will they be? Not at Fenway Park, now on the road. I think we see Stone navigate this lineup. I'm not saying he pitches a gem. He could go 5 innings pitch, give up 2 earned runs. It's a decent start. I think he could do that. But Stone, what he's been really good at is limiting the hard contact. 90th percentile in barrel percentage and 79th and hard hit percentage. So he's really been limiting that hard contact, which is important because if the Red Sox are going to beat you, typically they do it on those doubles, home runs, extra base hits. Stone's been able to navigate those and get out of jams. I mean, we saw this year, he's only allowed 8 home runs to about 395 batters faced. Last year, he allowed 8 home runs, the same amount, and less than half. He only had 152 batters faced last year, giving up 8 home runs. And why? Well, a lot of it was due to the Red Sox. He actually faced the Red Sox last year, gave up 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 home runs. So if he can limit that hard contact like he's done all year, I think we'll be able to navigate this Red Sox lineup. He's also been really good against lefties, and that's important because the Red Sox are a team that we know are going to stack 6, 7, maybe even more lefties in the lineup this season. Gavin Stone allowing a 239 batting average to lefties, a 651 OPS. Only 1 home run allowed to a left-handed batter this season. 38 hits total, only 11 doubles. So a lot of singles allowed to lefties, which is fine. If the Red Sox are going to stack singles on us and a hit parade starts, fine. But you look at Gavin Stone, his hits allowed prop 5.5 plus money on the over. I think he can navigate this lineup. He's also been pretty good with runners in scoring position, allowing just a 222 batting average. With runners in scoring position, 206 with 2 outs. So like I said, I don't expect Gavin Stone to pitch 9 innings here. I expect him to go out there, throw 5, maybe 6. His outs line's like 15.5, 16.5. I think he can make it through 6, hopefully limiting this Red Sox lineup a little bit in their first game post All-Star break. So Gavin Stone, we need a good start out of you. Under 2.5 earned runs, -135 on DraftKings. I'd play it to about -145. I don't see it getting much more juice, though, throughout the day. So that's my first pick of the day, but I'm throwing it to Logan, who's going for a nice little underdog money line. Logan, who you backing tonight?
Yeah, I got an underdog that I feel has a really good chance to win. Love the value we're getting. I'm taking the Rangers on the money line, +135 odds on BetMGM is your best value there. I like the plus money price we're getting at the Rangers, fading Corbin Burns. Obviously, the Orioles are pretty decent sized favorites with Corbin Burnes on the mound. That's why we're getting a good price fading him. If the Rangers want any hope of saving their season, a series win against Baltimore would be the spark they need. And I think the best chance at kind of getting that series win starts with Nathan Eovaldi with the Rangers. He pitches today, 2.97 ERA, 1.04 WHIP for Eovaldi. Eovaldi's been good against lefties, only allowing a 222 batting average to lefties. Why do I bring that up? Because the Orioles will stack several lefties in the lineup. Obviously, you got Adley, Santander, Gunnar, a lot of left-handed bats in there. And if Eovaldi's going to be tough on them, the bulk of the run share is going to have to come from the right-handed bats, and I don't really see that coming because Eovaldi's also tough on righties. Eovaldi started July off on a great note with a 1.29 ERA in 2 games. It's time he picks up where he left off in those July starts. And I don't mind his matchup. Again, the Orioles, good offense on paper. If you look at this series as a whole, I mean, the Rangers, this has to be the spot. I mean, you swept the Orioles last year, propelled you to a World Series win. Can you get that momentum again against one of the best teams in the AL? I think they do today. I love the outlook for Eovaldi pitching, and then we're going to need some run support, and it's going to have to come against Corbin Burnes. 2.43 ERA, 1.04 WHIP for Corbin Burnes. He's obviously been really good. I mean, there's a reason why he's an all-star pitcher. Unlike Eovaldi, though, Corbin Burnes had a slightly worse July with a 3.75 ERA in his 2 games in July. Also worth noting, Burnes has been getting hit around a little bit. He has 9 hits allowed in 2 of his last 3 starts. He's looking human. And when Corbin Burnes looks human, not getting the elite swing and miss, I think that's a really good spot to kind of fade him. He's tough on lefties, really, really tough on lefties, but righties are hitting 247 off Corbin Burnes. Obviously, the Rangers will have several right-handed bats in there. I mean, I don't need to look at their lineup to tell you that there's going to be right-handed bats in there. And obviously, can Semien do something for us? I swear every time I pick the Rangers, Semien comes up, bases loaded, ground into double play. So I'm really hoping that the bats can wake up today for the Rangers. They kind of showed signs of life in July as well, hitting 259 this month so far. So I'm actually quite positive on this Rangers team. I think they're going to turn it around in the second half of the season. I think they will be, I don't think they'll be sellers. Some people speculate. And then we go to the bullpen, right? Texas, 25th in bullpen ERA. Baltimore, 14th in bullpen ERA. I used to like Baltimore's bullpen a lot more. Kind of over the season as I've seen more of it. I don't like it as much. I just think there's a lot of suspect arms there. And even though Texas's bullpen is worse, they've just had, when they're bad, they're really bad. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, they come out of the All-Star break, refreshed, relaxed, and they can put up a solid showing. Because Eovaldi is an innings eater. Eovaldi, he's definitely possible to give us 6 or 7 innings pitched, and then kind of limit that Rangers bullpen. I really do like this one. I love the Rangers at this plus money price. I mean, if you're going to come out the All-Star break, you're going to get a home underdog, a proven World Series winning underdog at that. I'll go ahead and take a shot on them. I love the value there. But Austin, you got another pick. Where are you going for it?
Yeah, to wrap up the video, our 4th and final pick of the day, talk about it in a second. Really like the Rangers moneyline pick. The fact we're getting plus 135. I feel like they should be closer to plus 110 or 115. Hopefully they can hold things down. Now, this next pick and the 4th and final one of the day, we're going to talk about the Rays. And I'm taking their first 7 team total under 2.5 minus 125 on DraftKings. Now, you don't see Logan and I take a lot of first 7 team totals. You'll understand why I'm here. The first 5 team total, which is typically the market we target, is 1.5. I don't mind the under there, but I don't really like taking a lot of 1.5 unders. And then the full game unders 3.5. And obviously, you could take the full game under at 3.5, but I personally don't want to touch the Yankees bullpen as the Rays are on the road in Yankee Stadium. I don't want to touch Clay Holmes. He's been really struggling. He's their closer. I don't need to worry about what happens in the 8th or 9th, or if they go into extras and I lose like that. No, we're going to go through 7 innings, and hopefully that the Garrett Cole and if maybe we see one reliever from the Yankees can hold things down. Now, if you remember, pre-All-Star break, we were talking all about the Rays versus right-handed pitching. And we talked about it with Ben Lively, his under and earned runs. That was 2.5. It cashed somewhat sweaty, but pretty easy. And, he got the job done. Cole, I was going to take his under and earned runs, but it's 1.5. And I'm not going to, like I said, I don't really like taking an earned runs line at 1.5 under. No, I don't really want to mess with that. But at 2.5, we get the first 7 innings. I'll take a shot here. Now, in July, the Rays, as I talked about, pre-All-Star break, batting 212, second lowest in July versus right-handed pitching. And I'll add on to that, they're hitting just 137, dead last with runners in scoring position in July. They've been struggling. They don't get a lot of base runners against righties, and when they get them, they're struggling with runners in scoring position. Now, obviously, they're facing a division foe in the Yankees with Garrett Cole, but I still think Cole will be able to handle things. I'm not saying the Yankees win this game because I don't know how their bats do. They've historically struggled against Zach Eflin. But still, I mean, we looked at the last 18 right-handed starters to face the Rays. 16 of those guys went under 2.5 earned runs. So I think that we'll be able to see him navigate this and Cole give us a decent outing. He's pitched really well against the Rays. In fact, in his last 2 outings against them, he went the full 7 innings that we need here, allowed 1 and 2 earned runs in those starts. But pivoting back over the last 8 starts for Tampa, obviously a team he sees pretty often, he's done really well. Owns a 2.34 ERA in these last 8 starts, went 2 earned runs or fewer in 7 of 8. He allowed 1 earned run or fewer in 5 of those 8 starts. So, and he went 6 or more innings pitched in most of those starts too, including the last 2 where he went 7. So I think Cole handles things here. I think he can do his job. I think he would get solid, probably 6 innings out of him. There's a chance he goes into the 7th, and if he wants to do and put the team on his back, I'll live with that. We know the Yankees are not afraid of putting Cole out there for a long amount of time. I mean, last start, 106 pitches to the Orioles, only went 6 innings in that one, gave up 1 earned run. He looked good, and that's what we're looking for. Obviously, Cole, a guy that came into this year with an injury. I think he pitches pretty decently here today against a Rays team that he's notoriously pitched really well. I think we get at least 5 innings from him. I think we get probably a good chance at 6, and if he goes in the 7th, cool. If he doesn't, we're going to ask for a reliever from the Yankees to hold things down in that 7th inning for us. And I certainly think they can get that job done. And likely, we're going to see another right-handed pitcher from the Yankees. And we've talked about the same stats apply. Rays really struggling against righties and really struggling with runners in scoring position. I think Garrett Cole and maybe a Yankees reliever hold things down. Rays for 7, team total under 2.5 runs. Like I said, I don't mind the full game, but like there's a bunch of things that could go wrong in that full game. Maybe Clay Holmes comes in and it's a disaster. Maybe they go into extra innings because the Yankees offense isn't scoring a ton of runs. I'm not touching that. First 7 innings, team total under for the Tampa Bay Rays, 2.5, -125. But those are our 4 favorite picks of the day. Hopefully you guys had a great All-Star break. We are happy to be back and happy to be hopefully be dialed in for the remainder of the MLB season. NFL's slowly on the rise and coming soon. Hopefully you guys had a great time, and hopefully we have a 4-0 sweep. Would be absolutely momentous for this occasion. But if you guys can do me one last favor, number 1, you can check out the parlay of the day. I'll link it down below and maybe on the screen. Number 2, if you can go do me a favor, go check out some second channel videos. We're very close to being monetized over there. So if you can do me a favor, you can go see me swing a golf club with my dad and have some fun there, or click some other Petco Park videos or something like that. Really, really appreciate if you guys can go check out those videos and help me get to that monetization mark. It would mean a lot. But I appreciate you guys. Have a great Friday. We'll see you guys back tomorrow, Saturday, with the brooms out. We'll see you then. Peace.